Hi dude guys, this is AKiller567 bringing to you my first Medieval 2 Total War campaign. Um, I am here representing PlayerTips.com, a website to help players, teach them how to play Medieval and different kind of games on their hardest difficulties. As you can see, I'm playing very hard, and I'm choosing to do England. Um, England is one of the easier campaigns to start with um, because you have this island. Um, Not a whole lot of people invade it. You do get invaded by Denmark, Portugal, and Spain relatively right off the bat. So I'll try to teach you guys how to do this as quickly and painlessly as possible. Thanks to those who did watch my Britannia campaign. I greatly appreciate it. Um, just letting you guys know that I will not be continuing that campaign. Um, Things came up. I got my new laptop. My brother said that I'm no longer welcome playing on his. So, here I am. My own laptop, make my own videos. Alright, gonna merge some army here. And go on, move on your arc. It's a good idea to try to scoop up these rebel cities as quickly as possible on the England map and the British Isles. There's one up here Scotland usually takes, and this one over here Scotland usually takes. There's a castle over here and York. Um, Good idea that you take these kind of quickly um, without letting the Scots, build somewhat of an army and move on you. Getting rid of some of my useless units here. Um, my campaign, my general. My campaign win conditions are that 15 regions eliminate the faction France and Scotland. Um, in order to do this, I'm going to do it kind of quickly. The French start off, let me trigger it really quick, and then move towards the Pope. Because since you're attacking Christian factions, he may not approve of it, which he doesn't. The Pope stats will be here. Like likes battles or likes wars is you can attack other Christian factions and be totally okay um, until the next Pope comes. But if you're allied with him and you start fighting other people, he will get mad at those other people and excommunicate them and not you. Since you're playing on, you should be playing on very hard. The less people attacking you, the better. It makes a ton of sense, but that's why I said it. And I also focus on my economy first. Um, you got to try to get off to a fast start and try to dominate Scotland as quickly as possible um, because they're a barbarian faction. Their armor sucks, and they have no cavalry, but their hand-to-hand combat is superior to England. So you're better off trying to fight them early. And why they only have one city, which is their capital. I'm going to recruit some units too, because I will need them later on. Militia spears. Also going to raise my tax rates, because this is the only city I have. It's going to be my biggest money maker. Castles don't make as much money as cities do. You can also cannot change the tax rate on them, but it's okay. Alright, we're gonna move this guy over here. Set siege to Rain. My construction report on this castle was complete. Um, I lost some money. What am I ranked? I'm ranked 13th in military, 6th in financial, 4th in production, 7th in population, 8th overall. So I'm the 8th overall strongest faction. And I'll show you guys, there are a lot more factions. Well, at least I thought there were. Than Rome Total War. Plus you have religion, so you have all these factors factoring in. Maintain the siege really quick while I talk. A lot more factions to get into wars with, into fights with. Alright, so this is my first good look at the Scots. They have this, that. Family member Lake Cav. These Highlanders, which are, I think, are light infantry. Spears, fact leader, and town militia. Good thing about the Scots, they don't have a whole lot of spearmen, which allows my cavalry just kind of run around them. Could be to my advantage. Definitely help me out more. Where's my boats? Oh, I'm okay. I'm making them. I'm gonna try to get my princess onto this, so I can get more trade rights, with the Holy Roman Empire, the Danish, while I still can before they decide to attack me. I have this merchant that I've yet to move. I don't like merchants. Mine die like really quickly, and if you don't like have good ones at the start, they kind of just suck. So that's perfect. Whatever. I don't usually use them for that reason. Alright, and I'm sieging this right here with a peasant, two peasant archers, and a spearman. In my England, very hard, very hard. I waited for them to come out. It's 2 turns. That will actually be okay because I am currently trying to train another army to get me to the castle over in here. So that's really okay. It takes 2 turns. This one also is 4 turns. There's a few more guys. I'm a bit more outmatched. So I'm going to wait and see what happens with them. And like I said, my merchant is about to die. He just died. Frustrating as I'll get out. So, I don't use them. I usually don't get that big into agents unless I'm doing a super long campaign. Wow, they're going to fail at that. Unless I'm doing a long campaign. What did I say? Didn't I call it they were going to fail at that? It's okay. Yeah, you're too old. She's got to be like 20. There's no way she's marrying a 50-year-old dude. Alright. Well, since my diplomat's over there, I will go visit HER, because Holy Roman Empire, because that is my mission, and I receive money for it. And who doesn't like money? Alright. Move this in here. Do they want? Do I have traders with them? Diplomatic information. I don't know. Won't tell me. Whatever. Not really concerned. I also have a video I have to post. This one will probably be going up this weekend, like I promised. I have another one which I played my brother in Rome Total War. My brother, Forsaken Leader, for you, who did SPQR on Very Hard, Very Hard. He's the one that got me doing him on Very Hard, Very Hard. Because he just wants to prove he's better than me or something. I don't know. I don't know. Skip this turn. I played him, recorded it, so I have to, and they're selling out. Okay, for these battles, I don't have my mouse on right now. I'm going to pause the video really quick. Save, because saving is the most important thing. If you go through a battle and say your prince, like Prince Rufus, dies, you will want to reload it and try again. Or if you should have won the battle and you fell asleep and their cavalry ran right through you, you're going to want to reload it. So it's always important to save, which I'm going to do right now, and plug in my mouse so that I'm not in a terrible zoom, because it's impossible to zoom on a laptop efficiently. Alrighty? Alrighty. We'll start the battle now. Since I'm trying to teach you guys how to fight and do this on very hard, I will be pausing tentatively every so often, to explain what I'm doing, to explain what you should do in situations like this. So I'm going to pause really quick, because in Sally battles, they don't allow you to deploy like you'd like. I'm going to back my guys up a little bit, my spearmen, and then put my archers right behind them. This is a pretty basic setup. Militia, melee up front, archers behind. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my cavalry, which is my general unit, off to the side here. What this does is this makes them split their army. Since they'll be trying to kill my family member, most of their guys will be going after my family member. Their infantry, remember, consists of 2 peasant units and 1 spear unit. So if they send the peasant units at me, you just charge your general. If they send the archers at you, you just charge your general. It's kind of a win-win for everybody. I'm gonna run them really quick so he gets over there. Then that leaves your spear militia and your archers to take out whoever they send towards you, or towards the main force. And see what they're doing. They're splitting their army. My general's way over here. He's thinking. What are you doing? Move, come on. And if they don't go after my general, I just swing him around and attack their rear. Since this is a rebel force, I will not, I may, I have to decide, to continue the battle afterwards. If you continue the battle afterwards, you can collect prisoners. Wow, alright. They're just going to send their archers at my main guys. That works. You can collect, where was I? Collect prisoners. You can ransom, execute, or release them at the end of the battle. I usually just execute them. You don't want to fight the same guy, same guys twice. Problem with that is the faction which guys you are executing gets kind of mad at you. Relationships are kind of big here. If a country's allied with another one and they're mad at you, most likely they will attack you also. Alright, hang on. Make sure this is going okay. Yeah, so they're going to charge and break them relatively quickly. Now I have a decision to make with my spearmen. What I'm going to do is I'm going to angle them so that I catch flanks on this side, since they're trying to stack this side. This unit will come and attack these, and these are just peasants, so I'm not going to worry about them. This unit should be able to, most likely, take care of those peasants, and I'm going to let my archers shoot until they get really close, which they are now. Since they're on skirmish, they'll run away. Alright, so that works conveniently enough. They're not even sending all their guys in. I'm going to move these up. These guys are shaken. My general has broken the archers that you can see farther back. And I'm just going to take a side flank on these peasants, because they will, when they rout, their spears should rout, which are in there somewhere, which will cause these peasants to rout, and it's the end of the battle. My general stopped moving. So we killed one peasant unit, and we're going to the other one. It's good for your general experience. Only bad thing about getting general experience is your general will die eventually. No matter how much you do, old age will get the better of him. Why aren't you moving? Old age always gets the best of everybody, so the experience is good, but eventually they will die. Best thing to get experiences on is like feudal knights or cleric knights. They never get outdated because they're one of the. I'm gonna continue the battle. They're the top tier, like most advanced units. Can't be outdated. I've gotta admit I've never gotten to the gunpowder age. I usually finish them way before the gunpowder age. I'm actually wasting turns to try to get to America. So that's what I'm going to try to do with this campaign. I'm hoping to finish it within 50 turns plus or minus, relatively quickly, so it is not a long series, which it can be. And since feudal knights like Toulouse and Toledo and big castles like that are upgraded around turn 30, which will have me at a relatively disadvantage for about 20 turns, with Denmark and everybody attacking me. I'm going to try to be well on my way to the 15 territories and France being destroyed, so I just focus on them. That's the game plan. We'll see how well that works out. It's also relatively easy because France's castles are mainly on. Oh, spearmen were fighting. Pay a bit of attention to that. Most of their castles are on the west shore. Toulouse, Angers, forgot what the other one was. And their cities are on the east side. So, thank you. I have a choice. I can either take out their economy or taking out their fighting power. Not telling you guys what choice to make, but my choice is I'm going to try to take out their fighting power. Militia is relatively easy to kill. Thank you. Alright. Militia are relatively easy to kill, and so that is what I'm going to focus on. And this, I think, will mark the end of the introduction video to my Rome, or not Rome, wow, Medieval 2 Total War campaign. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks again to Scotland. Thanks again to my subscribers, those who watch my Britain campaign. Don't forget to rate, comment, like, well, y'all know how to do it, down at the bottom. And in the upper right hand corner should be a link to my next video. Alright, thanks a lot, guys. A Killer 567 out.